Good afternoon, Arenas here. So today let's just tackle on kangaroo mother care. So what we mean by kangaroo mother care? So kangaroo mother care, this is early and prolonged skin-to-skin contact of either a low birth weight baby or a preterm baby for at least for a minimum of 20 hours in a day, and it is continuous. Okay, so that's the definition of a kangaroo mother care. And there's a difference between the skin care that is done on term babies, especially after delivery. And that one, the difference is that it's done for a very short time. But for a kangaroo mother care, it is done for it's continuous and for a long time in a day. Okay, so just a brief history on where did kangaroo mother care come from. So kangaroo mother care was started, it began to be practiced in Colombia, and it was established by a doctor called Dr. Edgar and another gent called Hector. That is in 1978. That's when it began. Okay, now there's a term we have used on preterm babies and low birth weight babies. And a preterm baby, this is a baby that is born before 37 weeks of gestation. Okay, and then a low birth weight baby, this is a baby that has reached gestational age, but the birth weight is below 2,500, that is 2,500 grams, 2.5 kgs. Okay, now let's find out who can do kangaroo mother care. So kangaroo mother care can be done by the mother himself or herself. Okay, can be done by family members, e.g. can be done by the dad, it can be done by the grandma, it can be done by aunties, it can be done by other grown-up siblings. Okay, those are people who are eligible to do kangaroo mother care. And let's see which baby is suitable for kangaroo mother care. So kangaroo mother care is mostly done to babies who are below 2,500 grams, that is 2.5 grams by birth weight. Okay, so it can be a baby that is born before gestation, that's what we call the preterm babies, or it can be those babies who are born at term but their birth weight is below 2.5, so the 2.5 kg. So the mother is advised to do kangaroo mother care. That's the first eligibility to do kangaroo mother care. Okay, another eligibility to do kangaroo mother care apart from weight, you can do due to mother's condition. That is, if the mother is willing to do kangaroo mother care, the willingness of the mother can determine whether you can do kangaroo mother care. The availability of the mother. Okay, because you've said kangaroo mother care is it's a skin, it's early, prolonged, and continuous skin-to-skin contact for not a minimum of 20 hours in a day. So this mother should be available. Okay, so another need of the mother can be another eligibility in mother's condition, that is the mother should be willing, the mother should be available, the general health of the mother, that is if this mother who has given birth does not have any complication post delivery. Okay, can be, and no complication post delivery, and mind you, she has delivered a baby who is below 2.5. okay, so another thing is the support system. How is her support system? That is either back home or the community. It also depends on the way to do kangaroo mother care, because you may have this mother is coming from a place where there's no support, because she has to have that baby continuously on the chest, for not less than 20 hours in a day. So is there any support that she's getting from her relatives, from the husband and the rest of the community? Okay, so there are types of kangaroo mother care. Is that continuous type, where you have to be there, you have to do it not less than 20 hours in a day. So the only time that you are taking a break is when you are showering, when you are going to the toilet. That is continuous kangaroo mother care. Then we have another type, we call it an intermittent kangaroo mother care. This intermittent, it's usually done to those babies, those babies who are very small. They are very small, and they are sick. So for instance, now you have to come on certain times. This is done mostly in hospitals, whereby the baby deserves to be put in an incubator for drug administration. So in facilities, they usually do intermittent kangaroo mother care, because the baby has to be put in an incubator for drug administration. So you have to come at certain hours. If it is 6, after every 3 hours you are there. So you are doing it. There are some breaks, so we call it intermittent kangaroo mother care. Okay, those are types of kangaroo mother care. Now let's see. Another eligibility criteria is depending to the health facility. Okay, every health facility has its way of doing kangaroo mother care. It depends on the facility. That's another eligibility criteria of kangaroo mother care. Now, after talking all this, let's see the benefits of this kangaroo mother care. So the first, now let's divide it to the mother and the baby. So let's start from the baby side. What's the advantage of doing kangaroo mother care? The first advantage of kangaroo mother care is this improved cardiac and respiratory stability. What does we mean by improved cardiac? So in cardiac activities, improving cardiac activities, it's usually it involves heart rate. How is the baby's heart rate? Is it low? Is it high? So when you do kangaroo mother care, it tends to improve the cardiac activity of that baby. It also improves the respiratory patterns. Okay, respiratory is how that baby is breathing. So it tends to improve the heart rate and the breathing patterns of that baby. Okay, another advantage is that it minimizes, if your baby is not breathing nicely, it's not breathing the way it should be able to breathe, but the mild breathing difficulties, it tends to improve. Okay, that's another advantage to the baby. Another advantage to the baby is that we call it the GI, that is the way the intake of the intake function, and the intake and the output function of that baby tends to improve. That is, to digest the way the feeds are being digested and all those things tends to improve when we encourage kangaroo mother care to that baby. Okay, another thing is that there is the continuous kangaroo mother care usually helps in initiation of breastfeeding and its sustainability, because there's that bonding that you have with your baby. So there's the breastfeeding, the suckling reflexes are encouraged. There's that prolonged early initiation, breastfeeding. Okay, another thing that is that there's no much energy that is being spent when you want to satisfy, when you want to achieve a certain weight, because you are there, so your baby is breastfeeding frequently, so weight gain for that baby is good. Okay, another thing is that because during when you are doing kangaroo mother care, first of all you have to observe good hygiene. So washing your hands frequently after every visiting to the toilet and all those things, so you have to maintain good hygiene. Okay, so when you are doing kangaroo mother care, the infections related, e.g. diarrhea and all those things, are very minimal. Okay, and that helps that baby to grow faster. Another thing is that when you are doing kangaroo mother care, so one thing you're supposed to do to know that you are placing that baby direct to your skin. Okay, so that warmth from you and from that baby, so there's regulation of that warm, so your baby will never be cold. Then you are covering on top of that baby, you will put a show on top of it, so the baby is getting heat from your body, so there is good regulation of the temperature. Okay, that's the good thing. Another thing is that your baby is not stressed. Okay, because you are there for her needs, you are there, so there's good growth for that baby. Okay, so those are some of the advantages of kangaroo mother care. In this kangaroo mother care, you are doing it to stable babies. These are babies whose breathing patterns and heart rate is good. We call them stable babies. Okay, now let's go to advantages to the mother, so of kangaroo mother care. What's the importance to the mother when the mother is doing kangaroo mother care? The first one is bond. So you tend to bond more with your baby. Okay, that's a good thing. And then another thing is that you tend to be there when your baby needs you, because when we have said kangaroo mother care, you have to stay for not less than 20 hours in a day. Okay, so you get to be involved in this care of your baby. Apart from boarding, you are really at the center of the care to that baby, and you give her a satisfactory care. Okay, another thing is that the mother develops our confidence, because this baby is some babies tends to be, the baby weight, they tend to be too small. So if you are a first mother, that is mothers who it's their first time, and you tend to give birth to that baby who is below 2.5 kgs, you see. So for that, mother tends to feel, hi, this baby is too small, so you build confidence when handling that baby. Okay, another thing is that when you are doing kangaroo mother care, because the baby is on your chest, so breastfeeding, you tend to enhance you tend to promote to promote breastfeeding, because this baby, you get to know when there's urge to breastfeed, so you are promoting breastfeeding, so gain weight to the baby is good. Okay, so guys, next time I will come to show you positions during breastfeeding. How do you position during KMC? When you are doing kangaroo mother care, how do you position your baby? How do you tie those shoes? What do you require when you want to do KMC? First of all, you require a shoe. Okay, another thing is that the mother requires a cloth that is open on the front side, but so that you can put your arms and your back is covered, but the front side is left open. And then you have to position your baby around in between your your breast, okay, such that you can be able to breastfeed while you are doing KMC. So you ensure that your baby is upright, and then you tie that shoe, and then you tie your shoe, and then you cover for that baby to continue staying there. But you don't cover the head, you leave the head up. So once you leave the head up of the baby, you have to put that baby on a kofia, okay, to eliminate, so that once the baby has a cape, so there's no heat loss from the head, so the baby still maintains warmth, okay. That's the best way to position your baby, and this will also enable you to breastfeed while your baby is still there, okay. So guys, let's encourage breastfeeding, let's encourage KMC. It's good and it's right for those babies who are stable and they are below 2.5 kgs, okay. KMC works. And thank you. A real nurse here. So subscribe. Let's meet on the next session. Tell me what you want us to discuss. We'll do it. Thank you so much. Subscribe. Thank you.